Here's how we cook dinner. We are cooking something super simple, and we also made it even easier by getting already cut up butternut squash. I always try to cut corners because it makes it easier. We haven't made this exact recipe, but we have made similar. I have my handy dandy spices. Tonight we're gonna do chicken, butternut squash, kale, fries on the side, some Cajun seasoning, and garlic powder, and salt and pepper. I always like to mise en place, where you get everything ready prior. You prep and then you cook. It is French. The French people do it. That's Italian. We're just gonna cut the chicken. Every time I cut chicken, I always cut off the gross parts because I don't like the gross stuff. So we're just gonna chop them into bite-sized pieces. We have our little 2-burner suitcase, I like to call that. It's just heating up right now.
Use one to cover the other.
Cast irons are great to cook on, except maintenance. Tonight we're cooking on the side of the road. And Burrell would be so ashamed of my cuts. Nothing is the same. Yum! Look at that. Then you cover it and we'll let it cook down for a little bit. Now usually, while he is cooking, I usually do the prepping, he does the actual cooking, and then we eat together. But while he's doing the cooking, I will feed our dogs. Our dogs are very particular about what they eat and what they eat out of. One of our dogs will not eat out of anything that has a lip. Like, we had both of these for both of our dogs, and one of our dogs starved himself.
It was a hunger strike.
One of our dogs, Toulouse, has congenital heart disease and a heart murmur, so he's on medication. Whereas our other dog is on a diet because she's a little fatty. She has lost 3 pounds. 1 dog pound is 10 people pounds.
She's on The Biggest Loser, puppy edition.
We actually ran out of her diet food, so we kind of just monitor how much we give her of normal stuff. We've been giving them, one of the dogs, just what you get out of the refrigerator section. She seems to like that a lot. And then our other dog, we literally have to mix up his food every single time we buy it, because if he has the same food in a row, he won't eat. But we've been giving him these Caesars, and he won't eat any of the chicken or salmon or any of those. It has to be red meat. So he gets his pills. She gets a little tiny bit of dry kibbles just to give her a little crunch. Some of your cheese on there.
My cheese?
Yeah, this cheese.
Fake cheese.
His vegan cheese.
Vegan cheese.
This is Toulouse's. Yummy. This is Delina's.
Buddy.
She'll eat right away, and then he needs some encouragement. During his eating session, we have to turn his plate to get him to eat the other side of the plate. He'll just sit there and stare at it as if it is the farthest thing away in the world. Alright, let's turn your plate.
Buddy.
There you go. This is a new thing we haven't done before.
It's a garnish.
After they're eating, they love to go up on the bed and rub their heads. There he goes, rubbing his head.
You do the same thing when you eat. I put you up on the bed and you rub your head around for a while. Can I pull these off? You ready? Although I'm directing a foreign film, subtitles only.
Just put in the kale. Take it like a Polaroid picture. He always has to have something in his mouth.
Heat up some.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh no!
What's the code word that you say if you're cooking outside on our table and someone comes up and tries to talk to you and you don't want to talk to them?
Well, it's obvious. Nutmeg. Nutmeg! Nutmeg!
He's supposed to ask me if we have any nutmeg, and then I'll come out and scare people away. Get away!
Fish. Do we have any nutmeg for this chicken? What would be something you wouldn't put nutmeg on?
Pizza? Normally I will do the dishes to clean up as the dinner is cooking. We actually didn't use a lot tonight, which is nice. The worst is cleaning the skillets, which I make him do. Hey, I do a lot of things. So
You do.
you can clean the skillets.
Thank you.
Is it good at least?
Mm-hmm.
Pro tip, you also can clean up as you are using things, so at the end you don't have a ton of stuff to clean up. It's literally the smartest thing you could do.
Here's my methodology, is you save all the cleaning for one time, and then you just have one big kind of crappy time, opposed to a bunch of little crappy times.
That's the worst. Somebody is waiting for some scraps. This is how we usually eat dinner every night. Our candle of choice, cactus blossom. We have a picture of ourselves on Segways right here because we're really vain and love to look at ourselves.
Oh my god, who made this? Who made this?
What would you rate it out of all the meals that we've made?
All the meals we made? I mean, it's like a 6 out of 10.
Nice. You have to get a little bit of everything. Nice spice. Good job.
Yeah, but you kept hitting on the chef while he was cooking.
I would probably give it a 6 out of 10. We've definitely had really good meals, so it's hard.
The bar is high, that's the issue.
Do you have any last words for the people?
I do. I was hoping you would ask. You know, it's nights like tonight where you look out and you see none of the stars, 'cause there's too many lights here. That you just, you know, this is living in nature. Sounds of cars going by.
This is van life.
The smell of smog. Your car shaking every time a car passes really closely. Especially when you're sleeping, you're like...
Like being rocked to sleep.
That's true, this is serene. If you can't sleep here, you can't sleep anywhere.
Thanks guys for joining us. This is typically how all of our dinners go. The only thing that changes is where we're at, the food,
and
whether we're cooking outside or not.
yeah, so to say.
Now time to clean up and hit the road, Jack.
And don't you come back.
No more.
No more, no more, no more, no.